Welcome back to Humbro Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D.
Hello.
Coming back to the last and final round with Queen versus Enel. Oh, I cannot wait to show you this content. This is actually not the table one thing. This is a little bit different.
Yeah, so originally it was supposed to be me and Ver at table one, but you've already seen a match with me against the Yamato, you've already seen a match with Ver against the Yamato, so I thought we should spice it up. Let's get some more variety in here. Let's get a Queen and an Enel match going. Got some two dangerously good leaders here, both doing some shenanigans with yellow.
Some great, yeah, I can't wait to see this. I really love the idea because you came up with this on the spot. We had this rule when we came into it. That if you were to play in this event, if you were at the number one table, you got the camera seat. And that's usually how we do it in Magic the Gathering. And Diego just stepped up and said, no, the community needs to see a variety of decks. And this is something we hadn't seen on camera yet. He was paying close attention to it. And I love the forward thinking from me on this one. He was just like, no, we're going to get some people to see what decks are out there. Some competitive, good brewed decks. Some great heads-up play. I've seen Marcus been playing for a long time. He's really good at this game. He gave me a couple practice runs. I thought he was just very clever in the way that he played on his turns.
I was going to say, if anyone brews a good deck, it's Marcus. I think this he was, I don't know if it was his exact Queen list, but the last time we were filming and doing like the tests and stuff, he stayed on that camera undefeated until the end of the night. All
right, I think we've ranted enough. Let's get into the deck lists, shall we? So let me pop this up first.
Queen, one of the more complicated leader abilities for one Dawn. You can, if you have a combo of 4 cards total between your life and hand, meaning your life and hand have to equal to 4 cards, you can draw a card, but if you have an 8 cost or higher body on the board, you get to heal a card instead.
Mm-hmm. Some of these other cards in here, we've seen a couple of them here. The Kazuki Ahiri, I saw that already.
Oh yeah. As you can see, a lot of the cards in this deck have that trigger ability, because what you're wanting to do is you want to get that sweet setup with some of the scry cards we have, with like the Don Flamingo. I think if he's running a Perona in here, the Duvals, the X-Drakes, those all let you scry.
Got a Curry.
Stack that life so you can then heal the exact card that you want.
And we got some powerhouses in here. Uramaki. We got some Dracula Mihawk in the 9K version.
Yeah, and another strength of this deck is a very late game deck. This is you kind of stall with your like little blockers and everything until the late game, where you literally just start piling these big bodies on. Sometimes you don't even attack when you pile the big bodies. You wait till you have 4 or 5 and just steamroll.
Yeah. Good grief. So we got a total of 6. Wow, a lot of action cards here.
Yep. Again, you see all the counters. Marcus has put this together in such a way where he is going to utilize all those triggers, if not the effects on them, to the fullest extent.
Absolutely. It's the most I've seen in any deck to date. All right, let's get into what are we looking at for Enel.
So for Enel, we have one of the more aggressive yellow leaders here with the ability of, if you have 0 to 1 life, if you get that, if your life goes from 1 to 0, you can take the top card of your deck, put it into your life, and discard a card. Now, a nice caveat is that if you have a hand of 0, it's free.
Wow. Okay, so utilizing the resources in early game, obviously a strategy. Hey, Holy, coming back in for it.
We have, looks like Spencer plays a really heavy Scott Allen. You want to, like, again, flood the board with those large like those 5K bodies, just swinging 6s and 7s, whittle people down. You got those Sanji blockers again for the trigger. Also, just a nasty blocker.
Nasty attack from Charlotte Cracker. This one was putting in some work in the last game. And Sanji. BOOM and Satori.
Yep. And you got Kikunojos for the aggression. We got the Rush Ace with the 2 life. And again, you're probably going to get down there either way because you're safe at that 2 life range, because, they're going to have to hit you 3 times to really end the game, 4 times because you got that extra life coming from your ability. A lot of stuff.
And I'm seeing this ace in just about every yellow deck. This must be a staple card.
It's great. It's a 7K body, 5 costs, a rush. It's hard to deal with at the end,
Yeah, right. Got another copies of Enel.
Yep.
There's 2 copies.
We got the Rush Enel there with some interesting abilities. That's one of those cards that has the interactions with Luffy. So once per turn, if it is KO'd, you can sacrifice a life and keep him on the board. But it is rendered null and void if you have a Luffy card on board, because you can't come back.
Can't come back with Luffy. I love the lore implications.
Yeah.
Here we got a lighter stack of action cards, some that we're very familiar with.
And here we have actually same 2 cards we usually see, and a special card here. This is actually one of the cards that is going to get the ban hammer when 7th edition comes out. The reject, because it is so dirty. It has 2 choices of ability. You get either KO 5 cost or less, I believe, or you just obliterate one of your opponent's lives.
All right, with that, let's get into the gameplay, shall we?
Let's go.
All right, starting off at the top here, we got Spencer on Enel. I don't know if we know who the winner of the die roll is here. We're going to see Queen showing both arts here. Is that just...
Also, sometimes, especially with leaders with certain abilities, sometimes you can flip. So, so like, okay, if it's the regular leader card, I've used my ability for this turn, so things like that. A lot of Sakazuki players would use it for the free cycle that they had.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right, so we have, it looks like Enel on the...
Marcus went first.
Marcus went first.
We got a 2-down play from the Enel from Spencer.
And he picked up the reject, which we hate to see. All right, so we got Marcus swinging a solid 6 with a 2K block.
2K block.
It's a little odd to see. Usually as a queen, you just want to start building up the board and make them have to deal with you. It's a lot of just attacking into them, their board, drawing the game out till they are literally no gas in the tank. And then that's when your 9-10K bodies just run the show.
Absolutely. What card is here? It looks like you got a 4 scry or got to add 1 for the top 4.
So that is a 2-cost Duval from the Zoro Sanji starter deck. It lets you scry the top 3.
Oh, okay. All right. So scrying the 3, setting up 2 in the bottom. It looks like.
And it is a blocker, so it's something that he has to deal with. So yeah, that's something the Queen likes to do. If he's not countering out, he is blocking out of it.
All right, Enel coming in for the swing.
Let's go a nice little 5.
So before you were saying something about the Enel art here, we were trying to help him out with.
Yeah, so Spencer has a custom Enel art here. This is objectively the face that everyone wanted for the alt art. Instead, we get the more story-driven art. Okay. So again, his leader ability is that he kind of gets a life back. And the picture here is after Wiper has hit him with the reject dial, and he is woken up like, I'm still alive, sucker.
Fantastic. I'm really glad that their community is about this. Just making sure that you can play with the version that we all want it to be. 8K coming in from Queen. Queen is a 5K base.
Yes. 5K base, or blocking with the Sanji.
Okay. Sanji put in some love for Enel, which he had an epic scene with Enel. Oh, I loved it when the lightning struck him and he lights it up. And he's like, thanks to the light. Here we go. Yobanababucks.
Yobanababucks. Let's go.
Okay, you picked the best name. I'm so sorry.
Banana Bucks. Let's go.
Yeah. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Helping us out. If you're out there, please follow. Help us out. Get to the next goal. That next tier. Let Twitch know that you love this content.
All right. So
off the top.
So we did see Marcus played the Hiyori, stacking his life. So he knew exactly what was there. Marcus swinging the 6. Spencer swinging the 6, and Marcus knowing, sure, I just get a blocker. Deal with it.
Don't let the board say, no, the commander, the only really good attacker here, but he's got a great amount of blockers here.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Marcus wants to do. He wants to flood that board, get rid of his hands so that he's at that 2. Ooh, and Marcus with the tech play, using the gravity blade, eliminates 2 6-cost bodies to the bottom of the deck. Wow. Which argumentally is worse than to the garbage, because you're not seeing them unless you're going through that deck hard.
I haven't seen a lot of reshuffling type effects from this deck. Is there a lot of things that would cause an opponent to reshuffle their deck?
So the only thing that we have that reshuffles is that pudding card. Okay. Fun fact, one of the main designers of this game used to be a Pokemon player. And one of the main things I hear the gripe about Pokemon players is too much damn shuffling. It's too much.
Honestly, in Magic, we feel the same way. We call it Magic the Shuffling on this channel sometimes because it's just like, all right.
I think he had designed it so that wouldn't be such a heavy thing to do. And here, I think we have, I
love this overload. They put the full stack on top. I saw this from Spencer several times. Everyone likes to put it differently, but Spencer will just dump the stack and then just push it forward.
Yep.
It's the best statement. He's like, count them.
Eat this pile.
Not even a special art Don stack. He just dropped it and pushed it.
So here we have Marcus thinking about exactly how he's going to go about this. Probably thinking, what am I doing
Eats
here?
Another 1K, 2K?
That is a 2K. So he's swinging for 6. And here we have, I believe that is the Aramaki, I want to say.
Okay.
Looks like he is an 8K blocker. Right. AK 9K, I want to say, because he has the ability, if you discard a card, he can eat up a 2 cost or less and gain a 3K bonus. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Really utilizing that board state here, especially with this go wide strategy that you were talking about earlier. Not really for the attacking, but they're also on the defense in the beginning here.
Again, yeah.
And now he's turned the curve. It's now in his offensive stage.
That is exactly what you want to do here as a queen. He has established his big body. So next turn, if Spencer doesn't answer that body, Marcus is probably going to just start healing every other turn.
Good grief. Just threw the stack down. All right. Hey, here we go. Holy coming out. Love the good old doggo. Wonder if Kai's going to come and get jealous. The doggo's getting more screen time than she is.
Gotta get the dog out.
Get the dog. Who let the dogs out?
So here we have Marcus. Here, I believe.
Don't leave. I'm just kidding. We're
on the 10 Dawn turn now, since he has the Aramaki on board. He has the ability to heal. We don't have his hand size available, so he's got to have at least 2 cards in hand to start healing.
Okay. Decent sized board here. I feel like we're just seeing attacks on leaders.
There we go. So we dropped the 9 cost Mihawk, bottom decking a 7 cost or less. The dog is gone.
We're seeing some aggressive play here from Marcus, putting up some amazing attackers. What's happening here?
So what is happening here actually? Oh, so he is discarding the Gion to eat the Hiyori. And he is buffing his Aramaki up by 3K. So sitting at a dangerous 11 right into Spencer's face.
Yeah. Easy life hit for that one.
And then, so here we go.
Just 6, it looks like.
So with the 1 Dawn he has left, he's going to activate his leader ability because
2K block.
Let's see, does he activate or did he have too many cards in hand? It looks like he had too many cards in hand.
Okay.
Otherwise, there would have been 3 life there.
Wow.
So I think they're
I did see a trash block here coming from Spencer. So is that would that have made a difference here? Okay, here we go. We've seen this several times. So often gets played on offense here. Gives them additional, how much?
3,000, and then he's adding a bunch more. He wants the Aramaki gone.
Yeah, right.
He is spending big. Like I said, Spencer, the gambling man.
Throwing all of his Don here. Oh, tripled.
Spencer and Marcus. Marcus is actually doing something that is very interesting for a queen player. So he is countering out, but also letting it die because he wants his hand size to be low so he can start healing.
Oh, okay. All right. I was going to say, this seems a little awkward that you would discard 3 cards just to let the hit. Yeah. So here we go with the Yamato. Okay.
So he's got another extra body on board. He gets to heal.
Starts the healing. All right. We got ourselves a block. Coming in with Mihawk.
Yep. And here's where it gets dangerous. So
back to Spencer.
So for Spencer,
stay heavily in Marcus's favor now.
Oh yeah. But so Marcus might want to start taking the gas off the pedal right now. Oh.
Okay, yep. Just going into some board state control. All right. He knows that Marcus out of resources in hand, so an easy kill to get that Mihawk and get those attackers off.
Exactly, because he wants to answer that board because at this point, it will take 4 hits to kill Spencer because he gets that extra life from his leader ability.
We're going to play for the most beautiful woman in the world.
Ooh,
of one piece.
Big swing from Marcus.
Ooh, wow. Okay, going to get that life point hit. Is Yamato going to get in?
But no heal. No heal.
Interesting. Hand's too big?
Hand is probably too big.
Why would he swing with the Yamato there? I'm curious. Is he afraid of it losing on the backswing?
He's afraid of losing on the backswing. He wants to keep it up. And
Just that vital turn.
Yeah, and then we have Spencer responding with his own Yamato.
All right.
Taking out that.
How could you do that to Boa?
Yep.
The most beautiful woman in the world, you knocked her out like that? You should be ashamed. No. Showing off some bling.
Spencer showing off with the answer.
Okay. Spencer giving away some spoilers for the content out here.
And we have Marcus playing an X-Drake there. He's going to scry his top 5, see if he can find some answers. Maybe the specific card just to heal.
Okay.
To give Spencer a hard time. And again, it's mind games too, because Spencer knows he's picked something to put up there. Yeah. It's gonna be a headache, and I either got to deal with it or figure out a way around it.
And what's the stack of power? Because I know it looks like 6K. We can just barely see through. So a nice little 6K 5-drop.
Yeah, 5-drop 6K blocker.
Okay.
And here we go. He's playing out the Gion. Interesting.
The
Gion is usually just a 2K. Oh, I see why he played out the Gion, because he wanted to get the heal. He wanted to get the handout. Gion, interesting card to play too, because it has an interesting effect. On the opponent's turn, if Spencer wants to play an event card, I believe, he has to discard a card.
All right.
So, is he going to catch it here? He should.
Trashing that X-Drake.
This might be a misplay on Marcus's end, not calling him out on the discard for it. Or are we going to see it?
Do you note that sometimes when people on camera, they don't normally play to their optimal ability? Sometimes they get a little jaded, just being in the limelight and having this moment here.
And playing a queen deck, you are tapping your mental so hard because you're having to scry. You're trying to remember what's on the top of the life, what's in your hand, what's in your life, things like that.
And Marcus is saying Gian was on his turn.
Gian was on his turn. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Marcus.
Yep. All right, so Yamato came into the swing. We had Enel coming for the swing. Got 2 life off from this queen.
Yeah, so the Gian will be here not to stop Spencer from doing offensive spells. It's the defensive spells. So it's going to cost him just that much more to do stuff.
See if he gets a nice little debating on how he wants to swing this. Does he want to protect another turn on this Yamato and not swing in with it? Or is he going to...
It is a pretty scary board he's looking at. The Charlotte Cracker could come in if he heals for that double attack, just rendering the heal useless.
Useless, yeah. Fortunately, probably how many blockers does this deck actually play?
It usually plays quite a bit. I know Marcus has been kind of playing with the ratios. Sometimes not to his preference, but you know, it's a work in progress.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to test it to know.
Exactly.
There's enough stats in the world that you're never going to see the right lane. Like sometimes you'll have I have an 80% success rate, and you show up to the tournament, and that 20% is all you see all day.
Yeah.
You just can't win. Variance is the way it works. I love it because it tries to level the playing field as much as it possibly can. But yeah, I'm glad he's recognizing this heads up play, and I feel like he's in a terrible position with this Cracker. He needs to put up some kind of... Is this a blocker?
This is a
Nami?
The Nami gives him Banish.
Okay.
Not a blocker per se, but does make it so Spencer does not get that last card.
Okay.
So taxing him. So it would mean he doesn't get that card from life. And then when he does his leader effect to get another card from the top of his deck, he's going to have to discard a card from hand, possibly rendering him handless.
Oh, wow.
Which we like to call free real estate in the business.
This is free real estate. So yeah, he's in the tank. I don't think he wants to play this.
Yeah, Marcus is thinking. He's thinking hard.
Okay, so now I'm going to hit the field.
He's like, is this going to land? We don't want him to have that card. More cards is more options. We don't want him to have.
Yamato finally getting in the attacks here. He's going to go at...
So he's starting 9K with the Banish.
Quick. Spencer quick with the discard on that one.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yep. So
it's like he saw that line.
Yamato wants to stay.
He's going to discard
another
Enel.
Yep.
Does this Enel have counter? Or is this part of the other effect?
Yeah, he's throwing 9 into lead, so he gave him a 2K and then another 3 with the 0 cost event and discarded the Enel for
Here we go. We got the answer to that Charlotte Cracker.
Yep.
Had to kind of replay it for us. Sorry about that.
There's that gravity blade. Ooh. Pretty expensive for just the one body, but you gotta get rid of it. You don't want to see him. You want him to have to hit those 2 attacks as opposed to.
So he's tapping Geon.
That's right. He is reminding Spencer that because he used that event, the 0 cost event, he has to discard 1 more card.
Oh, okay.
That is the Geon ability. It is such a headache to deal with sometimes. Yep, there you go. He bottom decks 1 card.
Geon going in the leader, I assume. All right, one extra point. Is Queen going to get in for the last point of damage?
It could be.
Is this the turn that Queen takes it?
So Spencer he has to discard. Oh, he's triggering.
Okay.
So he.
For the life. This is that yellow trick where they flip it over and gain another life.
No, so that was his leader ability.
Oh, it was a leader.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So he's drawing
so many yellow cards that just like exchange that life for something else.
Yep. It gets pretty tricky sometimes. I think they have like 3 or 4 cards that on trigger will just heal them if they get rid of a card.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
Another Yamato getting rid of the Nami and healing himself up for another one. Again, putting him back into effect of his leader ability the next turn. Wow. So Marcus is going to have to hit him. 1, 2, 3.
Yamato kills Yamato.
Yep.
And Geon off the board. Shields down. Only 1 attacker left. I didn't see too many rush. We saw a rush, right? We have a rusher in Queen deck, yeah? No rusher?
Oh, I think he has the aces. That's right.
It's got a couple of aces for the... So he's going to need to see that if he wants to get that pressure for the last 2 points of damage. Obviously, he's only got 1 life, but all right.
But the downside is that even at 10 Dawn, he's got the 2 aces for 7 and then the Queen for 5 because he has to hit 3 times because remember, he's going to take the 1 that he's already got, activate Enel's leader ability. He'll get to put another 1 down. He's got to get through that one, and then the last hit.
Oh, I saved it. Didn't stack up enough, unfortunately, to get that attack through. So Spencer able to stop that attack. Spencer with 2 good attackers, 2 life. Unless he's got a rush, it's not going to end the game here.
So I'd say, he needs that rush, and he also needs those 2 cards to not be a trigger blocker, which is exactly what Marcus wants and what his deck is set up to do.
Okay. Marcus back with some kind of board state. Double blocker. Is this 2 different blockers? Oh, we got a rush. Like we said.
He's got the Hiyori, who's got 0. He's got the blocker Boa.
Double. Is this another rusher?
No, this is the Sanji blocker. So he's making it almost giving Marcus no way of winning this turn. There's no way Marcus is developing 4 attacks because he's got to get through the blocker, the 2 lives that he's going to develop, and the last hit.
Wow. Great heads-up play from Spencer. I thought the way that the speed at which he played it, it's like he knew that this was a line he was going to take.
Enel is a very tricky deck to have to deal with. You want to, again, have a large board when he's at like 1 or 2 life. And sometimes you will see, like...
Is Mihawk going to change this? Mihawk put bottoming one of the attackers.
Bottoming the ace so he doesn't have to deal with it later. Swinging 6, healing.
Okay.
So are we gonna block or are we gonna counter out?
No, going back to Enel. Sanji's saving that life.
All right, yeah, here we go. All right, now we're back. So Big 10 to Marcus. What do we got? The red rock.
Nice.
On trigger, bottom decks a 4 cost or less.
He's going to get his way back into it.
He could.
We're seeing a massive stack.
Probably not.
Push.
I don't think he's got it. Yeah.
Oh, man. Spencer with the game 1 win. Nicely done. All right, we got another game in here.
It's tough. Spencer did have all the answers against most of his blockers.
Okay. I'm pretty sure this covered the last of the game here. We got to just transition real quick. Give Spencer where Spencer is due.
We missed it. Marcus letting us know that he had no rushers in his queen.
Oh, okay.
That's all right.
Sorry.
We'll just believe that you had the aces in there.
Yeah, we'll just pretend like we do that.
That's the new tech Marcus is bringing. He wants those rushers in there.
Let's get into game 2, shall we?
Let's go. Let's get this.
Let's see, I believe Marcus should be on the play here. Hands are good. Once the life is put out, you always as soon as they put that life out, you know that they have to keep the hand, or at least the mulligans are over.
Yep.
Both on 4.
That's it. And by this time of the night, it's tough because the 2 decks, Enel, yes, you do have some nuances, but for the most part, the community kind of thinks it's a very not thought-heavy deck. The lines are very clear what you want to do, how you want to operate. So by the end of the night, Spencer probably isn't as gassed as much as Marcus is, because Marcus is having to scry, remember the top 5 cards of his deck, remember what's in his life, figuring out a way to get down to 4. There's a lot more just...
Wow, what's this card doing? Allowing him to basically replace the 4 life with whatever cards he wants to?
This is an event card from...
This is the banned one,
yeah. No, this is one of the from the starter decks. Doesn't see a lot of play, but I believe what it does is it lets you look through your life and kind of reorganize it for a cost.
Okay.
Let me double check on that. Just want to make sure we get everyone the correct
we can pause
abilities.
We got his deck list on the screen, so we can go at home with you. You can work around with us as we just pause the gameplay. Another awesome feature.
This is Spencer's deck list. The Yamato list. He was one over there. There we go. Go down. There we go.
Right here.
Let's see. So up to one of your leaders or characters gains plus 4,000, and then look at all of your life cards and then place them back in your life in any order.
So it has to take those 4 specifically and put them in any order.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it doesn't get to take it from the hand, just gets to reorganize it from there. Interesting. Flame Dragon King.
But yeah, solid card for a queen. You get to restack your life as perfectly as you want it. You put all those triggers up to the top. Like, hey, I got blockers. Hit me.
All right, here we go. Got our first play from the Enel player. What's this one doing? Another Scry 3?
Here we got the Ohm. You get to look at the top 5 cards in your hand of your deck, and if you pop a Holly, you get to play for free.
Really?
And the nice part.
Oh, did he whiff?
The nice part is though, if you do have it in hand, you can play it from hand. It doesn't have to be from those 5 cards that you looked.
Okay.
But it looks like, again, the gambling man just didn't pay off today.
Playing against that variance. Missing the dog.
You hate to miss the dog.
Can I pet that dog? I love that video.
So good. Let's see. Marcus in the tank right now, probably thinking, what am I going to do? Put up a blocker? Am I going to make a body? What's happening here?
Putting 1 down, so getting for 6.
I'm swinging for a 6, asking for 2K.
Gets it. Gets alive. And on the trigger.
We got Ashura. It's the searcher. So on play, you get to play the card, search top 5, grab a Scott Allen card.
There's Holly.
And there's the dog. Just one search too late.
There we go.
We got Marcus. There we go. We got him cycling his life out. Okay, all right. So he's cycling the top and bottom.
Okay. Yeah, that's what you're talking about in the thought process here, because he's got to remember where they were face down.
Exactly.
And it has to be able to pick it there. He's not able to re-look at the entire stack. So this is that big brain stuff you're talking about, right?
Because he could have remembered the wrong way, and then he's like, oh shit, I didn't want to take the top card. I wanted to take the bottom card. There we go. We got the Capone. Awesome trigger. Very, very dangerous trigger, Capone. On trigger, it just stops one thing, whatever, from attacking.
Oh, nice. So he stopped the leader from being able to get in the swing with all that extra Dawn resources. Oh, we're going to see a rush
the ace.
Portuguese.
It's okay, because Marcus knows exactly what's on that deck. He's already seen it. He knows. He's put it up there. He knows he's going to get a block. He said, go ahead. Hit me. I'll just heal.
You big brain thinkers out here, just start thinking about maybe put this queen deck together. It's looking really impressive.
It is definitely one of those decks that rewards practice, gameplay, knowing the deck in and out, because if not, by the end of like what? Well, this is the 3rd round, but Marcus, by this time, he's played 6 rounds of Queen potentially. You're gassed.
Absolutely.
Here we go. There's that pudding card we were talking about.
Okay.
So assuredly, Marcus probably noticed either he has more than 5 cards. Maybe the 5 cards he has are just the right ones he wants. He's been searching all over the place. Let's just destroy all that planning.
Wow.
Put them all back. Get a new 5.
Okay.
8 hands. So 3 cards just gone.
Wow. Recycling the whole thing. Imagine Spencer's gonna be like, I had a perfect crafted head. What are you doing?
It is such a beautiful and dangerous card to play. I love it in my Ivankov deck. My favorite strat is to land that double attack with Luffy and then like, oh yeah, I got all these cards now, and then just throw a pudding and like, well, wait a minute.
Oh, we got an 8K swing.
Big 8. Where are we landing that? Where are we throwing that?
Yeah,
Where's that landing?
Onto
the ace. We don't want the static. We want it gone. Give us
give us we never got to see. Oh, double sage with counter.
We like that though, because that's it's 2 1Ks, which means he's running low on 2Ks.
Excellent. Okay.
And that is a Sanji blocker we don't have to deal with anymore. So I'm sure that is welcomed for
Marcus.
For Marcus, yeah. As a headache he doesn't have to have. So here,
Google says, I really enjoyed this. Gotta go. I'll be back. All right. Well, all right. Appreciate it. Google.
Thank you for being
here. I really appreciate it. I mean, normally Google joins us over in the Magic, so I hope that this was a really fun game for you to check out. And thanks for coming out. I really appreciate it. Great attendance out there.
Ooh, we have Marcus
Switchland here.
Was that a trigger or was that it had to be on play because
okay.
Oh, wait.
What's the switch here?
Hold on 1 second. Let's rewind. What?
Yeah, replay. Go back a couple seconds here. So we had.
Where did that come out of? Did that come out of his hand? No, was that a trigger out of life? I believe it was. So that means the ohm is getting bottom decked.
Okay, so off the top. Okay.
So here we had the mistake in thinking that the ace went down, but no, it is the ohm that he wanted to target.
Okay.
Because the ace is just one too many.
4, not 5. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Ace coming in for the attack. Going to hit one more extra point of life from Marcus here. Spencer playing super aggressively here. Is he going to use the rest of the dawn to get that last point of life?
We'll see, maybe. What's the sure poke? I mean, it's a gamble. It's only 2K, so he's going to have to invest quite a bit to get that 5.
Notice he's only donated 4. He should be close to the 10 stack at this point. All right. Oh, going back to...
Passing to Marcus.
Passing back to Marcus. Marcus got to get his heal online. Does he have too many can he not heal if he has too many cards in hands?
Yeah, I don't think he has an 8 drop or higher on the board. I think he just got the 2 Hioris from earlier in the pudding.
Okay.
So
he needs to play an 8 drop at this point.
He needs to play an 8 or higher drop to heal. Not looking incredibly good.
Shuffling his hands. This is usually a bad sign for us Magic Gathering players. That they're taking forever to get their turn. It usually makes me feel pretty good.
Nah, he's just coming up with the sauce. He's cooking.
Oh, okay. He's cooking. Let him cook. Yeah. Let him cook. My apologies, Marcus. Let him cook.
Because I've seen Marcus get some wild board states.
All right.
So let's see. Because if he has no, that wouldn't be. Because if he gravity blades out of this, he's still got to deal with the leader. Full face the X Factor swing of 15K.
Oh, he's doing that Yu-Gi-Oh! Table math?
Yeah.
Did you see that Yu-Gi-Oh! Table math?
He's counting.
He's counting. Now, he just turned what used to be a shields down moment for Magic the Gathering into a shields up Yu-Gi-Oh! Moment where they're going to do that table math.
Doesn't he that sound of that?
Yeah. I know. If I attack with this and then stack it over here and power over, I can triple kill and get the 3 points of damage.
Oh yeah, this is the dangerous tank to get in at the end of the night. And I've been here several times. You're just like overcomping, like 5 here, 2 there. I can get the most amount of swings. When literally the answer is just put it on one big guy and go. So here we go.
Dolphy gonna let him go 5 deep. Yeah?
We're gonna go 5 deep in here. So hopefully, let's see. So
it's gonna be on 7. Now.
So off the bat, we are not getting the heal.
Ouch.
So we got a blocker, so that's one answer to a body there. So
imagine that's probably what Marcus was thinking, right? Take 5 deep to get an extra additional blocker, try to survive the next turn, so that you can get that life gain.
Because if unless Spencer has a rush in his hand, Marcus only has to deal with a potential 3 swings. One of them being a tiny weenie he could probably block with a 1K.
Okay.
Unless Spencer full swings with the shot.
So what is let's see, how many blockers does Marcus have on right
He
now?
has only the 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's Dolphy?
Yeah, that's the Dofi right there. 4K. So susceptible to a couple things, The Amaru will take it out, which is, as you've seen, a card that most yellow decks will run.
Mm-hmm.
A Gadatsu will take it out. I don't.
X-Strike.
Oh, we have the X-Strike because you have 2 big blockers now. So.
Okay.
And another Scry as well. But it looks like Marcus is not going to. Oh, is he? He doesn't
Stack
take
up the remainder just to get rid of Portuguese.
So he's got 2 blockers and he gets to draw because instead of having the 8 drop, he gets to draw instead of putting it to his life.
Okay.
For the ability, yeah.
So trying to get some extra resources for some extra counter cards. Okay. 2 blockers, 3 attackers. Spencer has to invest big if he wants to make this work.
Yeah, it's I'm trying to think what would Spencer need to get into this. Let's see. Amaru would take out the 1, and then he's got to deal with 2. That's probably his what he wants. He wants to see an Amaru or some more rush characters.
Okay. See what he's got. Deep in the tank. Loading up heavy.
Or
loaded up.
Or loading up. I think that might be a little 5.
LifeLink Games throws it hard. Thank you.
Thank you.
See.
Are we blocking? Are we countering? We're blocking with the Dofi because, again, it could just be a Marud.
Yeah.
We're doing a 6 with the Enel
on Queen. Let's see a double block.
Blocking with the.
Let's see how he.
8.
Shows no counters. There's no counters in hand.
There was only a 2K counter there.
Oh,
it is rough.
Just enough. 8K. Smart heads up. On Spencer takes it out 2-0. Fantastic gameplay.
Yeah.
From Spencer. I can't wait to post this stuff on YouTube. Get it out there on YouTube. If you're not watching from there, like, subscribe, smash that like button. And comment down below. Put all that. We really pay attention to feedback. If you want to see something better, you feel like something's a little off, we'll take it personally and we'll make sure we take care of it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, let us know.
We want to make a channel for the community that all of you love. Follow, subscribe, use your Basil Bucks if you have to.
Oh, yeah.
I really appreciate it. With that, as always, stay